Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
And say, hey, you can't go through that yard. That's a vicious dog. He bite everybody that go through there. He be licking y'all in the face.
Licking me and shit.
Facts. One lady, I went to visit her. I went to her house the other day, and she was like, I walked through the door. She was like, you walked through the door. Lucy didn't even do nothing. Nobody. She talking about her friends, her kids. Nobody can come in that door without her coming on go. So I think it's more so the vibration.
You know what? And one more thing too, babies too. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'll be in the store.
Big mama energy.
And
always trying to take in somebody else's kids.
Yes.
And that nigga stay with somebody else's dog, fam. She stayed with somebody else's dog.
Okay, I got it. Oh, and then you mentioned the bird singing. Every time I go, that's how I wake up. When I was younger, I would know when it would be sunny outside or what type of day it would be, how the way the birds would sing. And when I go outside now, that's the first thing
That's the news. That's the news for me. When I go outside, I close my eyes and I just listen to birds sing. That's the news for me. It let me know what's going on in the world.
Hey,
that's all they do when they first thing in the morning. They get to talking to each other.
All we are is accumulated nature energy in the physical form.
Bundles of energy.
When the ones of us that's here now, we the elders that always come back to clean up what was fucked up. Because we know how it's supposed to work.
Everything works in cycles.
So at the close of the age, we come back and we do what they call a formal reset.
My God.
Right? And we have to tune into these energies because you can't balance nature if you're not one with nature.
Yeah. Acutely watching my acronym is
see what the hell I'm talking about, right?
Acutely watching all resonant energy, man. Remember that. Acutely watching all resonant energy. You can't upgrade if you're not aware of what's going on around you. You have to be aware. Awareness is key in this game, man. If you can't see what's going on, how you know which way to go? You're gonna be guided by all the elements, and the thing is, you're not gonna be guided by source. I
gotta ask this one. My bad, bro.
No,
I gotta ask this one because I opened up the door the other day, right? Or actually, not even me. My girl, she opened up the door and she was like, "Babe, come look." On front door, right on the door, on the glass screen door was a locust just sitting on the door.
And I responded to it on your story.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm like, oh, it's OV. Like,
okay, so locusts normally.
And I looked it up. They're not indigenous to America. They're not even supposed to be over here. There was just one.
Right. So look, they normally come in swarms.
Right.
Okay, so that's a military contingent. A swarm is the troop. Is the troops. The Killer Bees, the Wu-Tang Clan. Raekwon the chef. He's missing the eye from the chief.
See this?
But don't worry. His right hand man got him.
ODB, don't forget about him.
Chief Crazy Horse in the house.
Chief Crazy Horse, ODB.
Yeah, but look, it's just so obvious, man. I'll be like, why people don't know who the Chiefs is? Biggie was Chief Sitting Bull. He took that public flogging because he sat his lazy ass on his post and let the enemies through the East Gate and they sacked the West Gate. So that's why he had to have a West Coast ass whooping in public. So that the other chiefs would know which chief let them motherfuckers in through the gate.
Jamal said, what does bad dreams mean? Being chased in dreams. Did you die or did you get away?
It just means you got fears you have not overcome in your life, or you have pent up and frustrated traumas.
Not Armageddon, bro. What I'm really thinking when I saw that locust, I'm thinking that's when they're gonna try to pull that famine shit and start playing with the food supply.
Doing that.
Yeah. Look, y'all can calm down. They just killing all the GMO shit.
That's the way to do
I've
that
been
too.
told them to do that. I've been to gave that order 2 years ago. They've been doing that shit the whole time. Y'all just now finding out about it.
But you know what?
They was burning down pigs. They was burning up cattle ranches and all kind of shit. All that old GMO shit. That shit got to go.
It's a reset.
That's so.
And you
Oh, so is that where all the fires is coming from? When they burning down all the mills? That's all the GMO stuff that they burning down.
They got to get rid of that shit.
The earth is naturally like detoxing this shit on its own. This stuff is not going to be able to withstand because they're trying to imitate the Most High. Like we said, you have these artificial gods trying to duplicate shit that already just naturally produces stuff, so it's going to be eaten up.
Okay, so the weather patterns is specifically atmospheric cleanup. All these tornadoes and stuff. So they trying to use what they call reverse chemtrail to try to Earth gonna clean itself up. If it's too bad, it's gonna have what we call the nuclear winter. They call it an ice age.
Yep.
Anytime the Earth gets so damaged that it has to slow down the physical movement on the surface, it frees this bitch.
Yeah.
It needs
Earth know how to clean herself up.
Yeah, it's recyclable.
Most definitely.
So when y'all be walking down the street and y'all start seeing motherfuckers walking and just drop dead, don't be surprised because they turned off their mitochondria.
Yep.
That's
Look, that's not necessarily the same person. We both made the same face. Oh shit! It's not funny. It's serious, but it.
Yeah. So that's why
I have a dark humor. That's what it is. Bro.
Big Mama got one of Big Mama boys. Them country boys, they always say we slow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so she sent some of her country boys to be raised in the city.
Yep.
So they won't take our country draw to mean we don't know what we're talking about.
That's right. Because I'm country as fuck. I don't even like to wear shoes. I grew up picking up food out the garden, eating off the land.
Yeah,
only one gas station in my commute. What?
Geechee.
It's fuck.
The PQQs. Make sure y'all get y'all some PQQ. That's the fuel for the mitochondria.
What is that?
PQQ.
What's PQQ?
Pin that, Bree. You are phenomenal.
It's a what? It's a what?
It's a supplement for the mitochondria. It gives you aided support in mitochondrial producing energy. When these upgrades come in, it's going to allow you to upgrade smoother.
That man said my feet hurt walking with no shoes. My baby ass feet.
PQQ. I'm about to
You
look
should
at it
be
right
able to get the PQQ from your favorite health food store.
No, like GNC or whatever.
Any one of them, whatever your favorite one is.
Mm-hmm.
They know what it is.
PQQ.
Right, powerhouse of the cell. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, y'all start dropping the
Yes.
y'all start dropping the y'all questions in the actual question box, and then Bree, you start bringing some up.
Okay. How many questions we doing? Cause this lot. Well, I ain't gonna.
Probably we could do like 5.
Man, I'm about to order some of that PQQ stuff right now.
Oh man, hold on. So let's. Okay. Ooh.
Oh yeah, you gotta go to the set tomorrow, huh?
Yes, but hold on. Let me drop a question.
Get rid of the old ones though. Don't bring them up.
I am. I'm gonna keep it on the same frequency.
Appreciate you.
Someone just, as far as who on this frequency right now, only ask how can you heal your whole body. You gotta first know. I feel like it's
You start with cleaning your filters though, because your filters is your body is designed to heal itself.
That's right.
So when you create the condition, the optimum performance of the filtration system, it detoxes itself.
That's right.
But we don't know nothing about, we don't eat none of our shit. Our diets, the diets of the natives of the land, us.
Mm-hmm.
Collard greens ain't our shit.
Nope.
Turnip greens and mustard greens ain't they brought that from Ireland. Potatoes ain't our shit. That came from Ireland. Right? We ate dandelion greens.
And they good. You can go get those from sorry.
We ate spinach, corn.
Ooh.
The carbon in your body is a twin carbon to corn. They say that when man was created that corn carbon was used in the creation. That's why the natives created corn. Those was already here before here was here. We needed a body, shit.
Okay, so we answered that.
Spinach, corn, dandelion greens.
Okay, someone asked, What should we focus energy for upcoming eclipse to be?
The eclipse already happened, didn't it?
No, it's another. The solar eclipse on the 15th, I think, or something.
Okay.
Like that. It's
He's talking about the one on the 30th.
Look, all you got to do is know what you want to harness energy for.
That's right.
When you know what you want to use the energy for, it's not hard to figure out how to do it. You can do it at that point.
What you using the energy for?
Well, you know, half of these motherfuckers sell out without getting nothing for it.
Mm-hmm.
They basically selling out for free.
Okay, that's good. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on 1 second. Delete.
Speak on the Indigenous Rights Act, how to get our land back.
They already gave it to us. We just got to get enough awareness in our people.
That's right.
That we know what's going on, and it's going to take off on its own. Right? So if you read the Indigenous Rights Act, it tell you in there that they gave it all back. If you want to know where we at, you get the FEMA document on.
I recognize, and a lot of others recognize your mission and purpose. And so tonight, what we want to do is do something a little different, because folks are used to you know, telling us what Big Mama is saying, like right now, or what's happening on the land, what to look at, you know, what has ended, and what contracts are over. But you know, everyone has a beginning, and some folks think, you know, well, he just came out of nowhere, or, you know, what gives him the right or authority, and he says I too much. You know, we talked about that. So tonight, I want you to just, whatever, you know, in the realm of spirit of truth and whatever you can release about Rod Hayes, because sometimes the fact that we don't understand or understand where a person has come from to get them to the place, what qualifies them to do and stand on the, you know, on the square or the soapbox or whatever the position one takes. Until you walk the mile in someone else's shoes, you really don't have a real understanding of what it took to get them to where they are. So tonight, let's delve into, you know, we're talking about, you know, we talked a little bit about your struggles, because, you know, and what, you know, even to the point of what your family thought. So wherever you want to start, so I can shut up, because they know Dr. talk. I'll interject when I have to.
Okay. So one of the things you brought up is proponents and opponents, the ones who understand the message and know what I'm doing, and those who are confused by it and is in opposition. You need both sides, right? And we're not operating from man's law right now. We're operating from the position of what's called universal law, which is the highest law we can ascertain in the 3D world, right? So when we talk about contract law, we're talking about the laws of men, that which is codified and recorded in books, being pushed by barristers in order to enforce the jurisdiction of the royal government onto the people. Right. At some point, we have to figure out how to get from under the oppressive yoke of the corporation. The corporation is a straw man. It's a legal fiction. So it has no compassion for the people. Right. Now, early on, I knew something was wrong when I was little, as a child, but I didn't know how to tell people what I seen. But I knew that I had some kind of psychic abilities where I could foretell the future. Like it was very common as an adolescent that I would hear a voice give me a number in my head, and I go get a number to my mama when we be hungry on our knuckles, and she'd hit the number and go grocery shopping. Right? That talent or that skill was cut off by Big Mama from the adults exploiting the child. The innocence of the child has to be protected by the adults that's harvesting that skill. So they would make promises that I'm gonna do this if I hit the number, if you give me the number, and then I give them the number, and they never follow through, and that's repugnant to the laws of nature and universal law. So the only way that Big Mama can stop the exploitation is she has to turn off that faculty. So now I couldn't give you a good number if I wanted to, right? Because the exploitation as a child for the number, which was enriching people, it was getting them out of poverty conditions, was exploited by the adults, writing the child off as being insignificant when the children are the futures of our nations. So under the matriarchal structure, so you remember Ty said that he knew when I was talking about raising the matriarchy what I was on? This is what he's talking about. Under the matriarchal structure, the men in patriarchy believe it means do the same thing as patriarchy with women in charge. That's not what it means. What it means is when we raise children, we raise the children to be different from the parent in a better way. All of the matriarch, the mothers agree that if we raise children correctly, we have competent and functional adults. But when the society is intervening in the rearing of the child in order to exploit them for the workforce and for their militaries to fight their wars, the works of the mothers become 100 times harder and it becomes 10 times less effective. Right? So she's doing 100 times the work for 1/10 of the benefit that if the society would honor the position of the mother in rearing the child properly according to the universal law. We don't care about man's law. Man's law is irrelevant to us. Universal law, Big Mama's rules, is universal law. And she speaks to all of us, but all of us can't hear her. Right? Some of us been listening to it for so many past lives, it's second nature. Right? And you can see the energy move from godmother to godmother as they give you instructions on your life path if you know what you're looking for. I knew that at an early age what I was looking for, but I couldn't understand why I was searching for it. And every time I'd be looking for an answer, my mama used to always say the same thing. Don't try to figure it out. Just keep asking the Lord for wisdom. If you get the wisdom, you can solve the problems. But if you don't pursue the wisdom, you will be submerged in the problem. The problem will overtake you. Right? So we follow the universal law, the path of least resistance. And the corporation follows man's law and the law of the jungle. I'm going to make you do what I want you to do, and then I'm going to contract you to it to hold you in my favor. That's slavery. And as long as we're not cognizant of what does it mean to have to file an application for a job, right? When you look at what an application really is, it's a negotiable instrument between the person that's willing to give their energy up to the person who knows how to benefit from the energy, and the person who's giving their energy up is negotiating the rate of production of energy that they can give to the corporate jurisdiction that they are signing the application with. So it's basically an exchange of economics or currency for labor expended, right? It's a basic math problem. Now, the laborer is unaware of the calculating instrument of the labor. So he don't really know his true worth. He don't know that the corporations measure the jobs by physical exertion and calories burned per hour the same way as they would say this is how many miles to the gallon that this car can get. So they know how much output for the type of job that you're applying for that you worth. And you know what they're going to give you? About 1% of the value of that to them. Right? When they should be giving you a functional wage, they created a system called inflation that can constantly steal from you by changing the rate by which your energy can be transferred and used to your benefit. It has nothing to do with social economics, because you can have an economy with no inflation. Inflation is based off a debt concept of banking called fractional reserve banking, where you start using the debt as the collateral for the currency, which is a double debt, right? When you double down on the debt, it's twice as hard to get from under it. You know, it's like you got a house note that balloons and becomes double what it was. It becomes twice as hard to pay it as it was before, right? It's all in fractional reserve banking and how they put the money system together to always take your energy and never give you the value of the energy they took. We are under the impression that we just trying to make a living in this life. We don't want the struggle